Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today this is really exciting for me. I talked about this car a few weeks or months back. We're going to be looking at the Hyundai Ioniq 6. Now, Hyundai has been on a roll recent years, both in the EV space and also in the non-electric vehicles. But specifically when they launched the Hyundai Ioniq 5, I thought that was really revolutionary. It's one of the sexiest looking EVs out there with its retro but still futuristic style. And today we're going to be looking at the Ioniq 6. Now, the Ioniq 6 is a radical visual redesign from the Ioniq 5, which we all love. However, it still has class-leading range, lots of tech, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. And we're going to review it in this video. Let's go. So, as you can see here, certainly Hyundai have taken the approach of revolution pretty much across the whole range rather than evolution here. The sleek looks you see, I think, puts it well in competition with the Model 3, which is also a saloon, and the Polestar 2. I know it's subjective, my opinion, I think it looks nicer than both. And actually, if you see just up in the corner, I think this basically looks like an electric Porsche 911. It's just beautiful to look at. It's stunning. And speaking also of the range, the entry level model will get you a battery that's powered by 53 kilowatt hours battery, feeding a single rear motor to give a respectable 267 miles of range. So that's entry level going in. The flagship top of the range, that's going to give you 321 brake horsepower, dual motor, 77.4 kilowatt hour battery, and 362 miles of official range. That's still not the top though, because obviously that's all-wheel drive. If you go for the rear-wheel drive model with the same battery, you'll get a whopping 382 miles of range, which means that it beats the Tesla Model 3. So, which is where this I think is going to be competing with, and that's massive. 382 miles of range is amazing, and I can't get over how this car looks. Let's step inside. It's a lot more familiar. Inside and similar like the Ioniq 5, which isn't a bad thing obviously. However, what they've done, they've slightly refined some details so to make it feel a little bit more special. So remember, the Ioniq 5 was also still spacious and airy, minimalistic, but also had that tech, and they've just refined it ever so slightly. So for example, the bezels surrounding the dual 12-inch displays are now black rather than white, so it just tidies up the look, I think, there. And the digital door mirrors are integrated beautifully into the wings that sweep up from the dash, which I think is great. I haven't sat in this yet, but the fit and finish is meant to be excellent. The infotainment, same as the Ioniq 5, which is great. And what I really like with Hyundai as well, if you guys have seen this, is they've got it in in their Tucson, in the Ioniq 5 as well, is how they integrate blind spot monitoring into the digital dash. So what that means is if you were to indicate left, on the left hand side of your digital dash, you will see from the camera, your blind spot would show. So you've got that alongside your mirror, which I think is really, really cool. Now, in terms of practicality, despite the coupe-like silhouette, legroom in the back is actually quite generous, relatively speaking. Hyundai haven't actually given us an official figure for the boot space yet, so we will have to see the official capacity for that. I can't give you that as of today. In terms of speed, the top speed claims are 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds on the dual motor, which is awesome. It's not quite Model 3 speed, but look, 95% of people are not going to notice the difference between under 5 seconds and 5.1 seconds. It's so minuscule. Unless you're taking this on the track and racing, most people are not going to notice the difference. The dynamics of the drive are meant to be of high quality, so that's good. And if you drive smoothly, the Ioniq 6 actually corners well as well. The low slung body and floor mounted battery mean that its mass is relatively well contained as well. So looks, interior, tech, driving, 4 ticks in my book. And lastly, pricing. So this is where obviously it's going to be important. Can it compete with the Polestar 2 and the Tesla Model 3? So Hyundai haven't officially confirmed this yet, but there are estimates and rumors that it could start from around £45,000 for the entry-level model, and then the all-wheel drive is estimated to be around £53,000, which is phenomenal if that's the case. So, that blows, in my opinion, both. If just looking at this car, I can't get over it. Honestly, this would be my pick of EVs to buy within that price bracket, and I'd trade in whatever I have to get it. I mean, obviously, don't take this as financial advice. It depends on what your personal situation is. But I mean, just look at the car. You still get those pixel lights that I adore, but now even more streamlined to look like a Porsche 911. Honestly, this car is just spectacular. If you are in the market for an EV, you have the money and the means to do so, buy this car as soon as it is available. Honestly, I think it is beautiful. It is my favorite EV out there. I think Hyundai with the Ioniq 5 and now the Ioniq 6 have done a tremendous job. It's not quite as sleek as the concept that we saw a couple of years back, but it's close enough. Yeah. What else to add to this car? It's phenomenal. Buy it now. All right, thanks for watching again, guys. As you can see from this video, I am very enthusiastic, not only about the Ioniq 6, but as Hyundai as a brand. Obviously, I haven't mentioned this, with Hyundai, you also get 5 years warranty as standard, which is more than the 3 years you will get with most manufacturers. And it being an Asian brand, it's going to be, it's reliable, right? You get that from Hyundai, Kia, Lexus, and Toyota. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. Apologies for the lack of content in recent weeks. Life has just been a bit manic, but I will still be putting videos out there, hopefully as frequently as before. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of the Ioniq 6, and give this video a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.